Good morning students, welcome back to today's class where we are going to see that depreciation, provision and reserves. This is chapter number 7, video number 7. In this class we are going to see that written down value method. To find out that depreciation, the second method commonly we use. We already got seen that many methods are there. In that first in your class 11 we are studying mostly about the two methods, and one is that straight line method and another is that the written down value method. And in straight line method we already find out that how to find out that depreciation amount. Now we can see that written down value method. Under this, how we find out that depreciation. So here you understand what is written down value method. That means each year we find out depreciation. Each year we find that the depreciation amount. That depreciation amount is reducing from that the value of asset. For example, as previous example we had seen that 20,000 is at the asset value, and here we are not taking that net residual value, and here you can see that for example 2,50,000 is at the asset value. Its depreciation, you just imagine that is 20,000, just you imagine that 20,000. Then in this year, or you take that its value is at 2 lakh itself, and 10% depreciation. We are going to find out that it's 10% depreciation. How much is that? 20,000. That means from this asset value we reduce that 2 lakh minus 20,000 in this year. 1,80,000 we get that net residual value. Yes, not net residual value. This is at the cost of asset now. And then next year beginning we have that asset value. Next year beginning, okay, 1 year we purchased this in the beginning of 1 year, means April 1st. You just imagine that April 1st we purchased that, and for whole year, that means 12 months, we find out that depreciation as that 20,000. And the end of that year, we find that depreciation end of the year only. End of the year, now after reducing that depreciation, we got the value of asset is at 1,80,000. So next year beginning, we write that the value of asset is at when we write to balance sheet. When you are learning that balance sheet, you will understand more. Okay. Now you understand that much. Next year beginning, when we write that the value of asset, that value of asset we don't have that as 20,000 in our book. We have only 1,80,000. So we find out that depreciation of this 1,80,000. So we write here next year. This is first year. This is second year. End of that second year, we mentioned that 1,80,000. Then what we need to find out? No, 20,000. 10% we need to find out. You understand now? Yes. We find out it's a 10%. It's 10%. How much is that? 18,000. 18,000. Yes. Now, from asset, we reduce this. That means 1,80,000 minus 18,000, not 20,000. Now this year 10% depreciation is at 18,000, not 20,000. You understand now? Yes. How we got this? 1,62,000. How much is that? 1,62,000. 1,62,000. Second year, end of second year, we get amount like this. And in third year beginning, we show that the asset value is at 1,62,000. And you can see that at the end of third year, we write that asset value as at 1,62,000 upon 10% to find out that depreciation. We will not write that 2 lakh, we will not write that 1,80,000. Next figure is the 1,62,000. From there, how much percentage we get, that much we reduce. Clear no?
Yes.
Understood no?
Yes.
This is known as a written down value method. The same way we are solving, while solving one you will get more idea. Okay? So here is one example. For example, the original cost of asset is 2 lakh and the depreciation is 10%. The same we did, and written down value method of depreciation will be computed as follows. See, you can see that the same question we already did that, and year after year we reduce that the same way. The third year, end of the third year, we can see that this is the same question. The third year we get that how much is there? Beginning we write that 1,62,000, and end time we find it's a 10%. It's 10% upon 10, 16,200. What is the? It is the depreciation amount. Clear no? This is the depreciation amount. That depreciation, this is we are finding out end of the year. At end of the year we reduce that 62,000 minus 16,200. How much is that? 1,45,000. See, each year asset value is reducing. In the book we are showing us that reduced, and upon the reduced value we find out that next year's depreciation. Clear no?
Yes.
This is known as a written down value method. That means each year asset value is reducing. From that reduced amount we find out that next year depreciation. That means the depreciation amount will be different in each year. When we calculate the depreciation amount will be different in each year. It is not same as in straight line method. You have seen that only once we need to find out that depreciation amount. That means for that formula is different. Means we are reducing that net residual value. After reducing that residual value, we divide it with the number of estimated year. Then we get one figure as the depreciation amount. Then each year the same depreciation amount we are reducing under that straight line method. That is why we call it as a straight line. That means when we record those amount, that depreciation amount in a graph, then we can see that a straight line. Depreciation we can see as a straight line. That means every year we are charging is the same amount. That means if 2000 means 2000 every year. Only first year we find out that the depreciation amount. But in case of that written down value method, it is not straight line. You can see that the slanting line is there. Means the depreciation amount is varying, reducing. You can see that each year that depreciation amount is reducing. Clear now? You got very clearly now. Very simple only. Two methods are there. Mainly two methods we use in this class. We study that two methods only: straight line method and written down value method. Written down value method means each year the value of asset is also reducing. That means, and on reduced value we find out that the depreciation. That means each year we need to find out that the depreciation. Clear now?
Yes.
Properly understand now?